Alright, crew, let me show you what I have in mind for today's show. As you guys know, I went to an arts and crafts store and I got a bunch of pieces of wood. Thus, like the clock that we made. Well, this is another one. I've worked with wood before. Can't say I'm very good at it, so I buy it. But if you guys are good with it, then you may want to build it yourself, shape it. But here's the cool thing we're going to be doing today. You guys have seen those painted pony trails? It's kind of similar to it, except I want to do a 3D piece of it. So I went out and I got this horse, and we're going to spray paint it using nothing but spray paint. And we're going to create a scenery in the background, and we're going to glue it to it. What do you guys think, huh? Pretty 3D? Alright, well, it ought to be a lot of fun. So, let's begin with the background. And I couldn't find my masking tape, so I used duct tape. Ain't nothing a good piece of duct tape can't fix, right? I mean, I fix everything with it. Car breaks down, duct tape. Mother-in-law comes in town, duct tape. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I'm going to get wood for that one. Anywho, I went ahead and I covered the edges so that, the spray doesn't get on it. It'll look nice and pretty clean. And I'm going to try and do two things here. Before I begin this, I know you guys have been getting a lot of emails, quite a few actually, about making the spraycasso funnel. Well, how did you do it? Again, duct tape. What I did is I got it's a pretty thick. It's kind of like the ones that I used to paint this sheet. Real glossy. And I suppose you can use 2 magazine sheets. And what I do is I fold it in half, right? And then I make a little funnel out of it. I fold it one more time, so you get that nice crease there in the middle. Then I make the funnel out of it. Anywho, this is what you get. Take a look at that. See? There's a little hole in the bottom. Oh, there we go. And if I do something like this, fold this inward and put this up, and again, I'm just kidding. But really, if you hold this together, it'll look familiar? That's exactly what I did. Now, this is what I was talking about the little corner being cut at a 45-degree angle. See that? So that way, when I'm spray painting, I squeeze and I make it thinner. And that way, you get thinner lines. Anyways, I hope that helps. Spray painting here. Alright, well, we're going to be using this today, so I thought I'd make a quick tutorial about it. Now, I say 2 or 3 magazine sheets because if you use one, they're real thin. You may just go through it. Use a few. Alright, let's begin with the sky. I'm going to use a little bit of blue. Alright, and a little bit of red. So it makes a purple. You guys see that? And I am going to use some orange. Blend that in. Right there. Alright. With the magazine sheet, I'm going to cut it. I think that's pretty good actually. Has a good shape to it. Just like so. Tap it in there. Yeah. That looks pretty good. A little bit right here. This. Alright. Easy mountains, huh? Work on the texture. Get it to where you guys feel comfortable with it. Good. Alright, now let's work on the grass. Now, my favorite way of creating grass is, again, some orange, some green, and some black on top of that. Just like so. And of course, our sea sponge. Mix the colors together. Perhaps even maybe the sun going down in the background. I don't know. We'll have fun with it. I think I'll add a little bit of a terrain right here. Using the same paint that I put on the side over here. Same paint that I used to create the mountains. And add a little bit of maybe some rocks. Just like so. Alright, now on this part, you can either leave it like that, or I believe I'm going to add a little bit of orange. So it looks more like ground. Alright, now I'm going to get my sea sponge and work that grass a little bit more. So, I'm going to use some black. Here in the southwest, we have yucca plants. And they're pretty popular. Oh, need to add more paint. They're pretty popular down here. I don't know if you guys have seen them. But they have really long stems that stick out from the ground. Kind of like that. Maybe you guys have seen me use them in my other paintings. Let's see, the thinner, the more you squeeze, the thinner the line comes out. We'll add one right here, maybe one right here. What do you guys think? Maybe a little stars? I don't know. Maybe that'd be pushing it, huh? Alright, so that's what we have. Now, let's work on the horse. We'll put this off to the side so it dries. Alright, let's get the horse. And first of all, I'm going to use a light color, maybe brown or orange for the horse. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, let's get rid of this real quick. Alright. Good as new. Like I was saying, we're going to use some orange. And I'm just kidding, folks. That horse is okay. I just thought I'd throw in the little duct tape joke. Today's painting was brought to you by duct tape. Anyway, that's what we have. That's what it looks like now. Now you can use a little bit of Gorilla Glue or Super Glue or something that make sure it lasts. And we can glue it right there. See that? What I did with the horse is I spray painted it orange all the way through. And then with the brown, from really far away, about a foot away, I just added some minor, sprays, some random sprays, you can tell right here. But at the same time, it looks like it added, highlights. I added a little bit of brown here. In fact, you can still see some of the little spots. So just added random spots of brown, and that's what it came out to. Yeah. Spray painted a little bit of white off in the side. Tapped it a little bit. And thus we have our horse. Now what we have to do is glue it. Glue it to this piece, and there you have it. That's what it'll look like. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Hope to see you again. I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue and glue this to this.